Howdy folks, Keywii here, and welcome back to Ace Academy, my favorite visual novel thus far. That could rival Doki Doki. Who's to say? I don't know. That game has stuck with me, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. But pushing myself out of bed, I automatically begin my morning ritual. Without thinking, I grab my jeans and have them halfway up my legs before I notice a uniform slung over my chair. This chair in particular. Crap. This will take some getting used to. I slip off my pants and grab my uniform. I'll admit, as far as uniforms go, these aren't that bad. They're a little too flashy for my taste, and not at all what I was expecting, but the cut is flattering, and the teal stripes look pretty cool. Teal is the best color, second only to turquoise. I face the mirror and fix my tie. That was me fixing tie noise. The knot could be better, but there haven't been many opportunities in which I've needed to wear a tie. Still look damn good, which is all that matters. I'm liking my confidence. It's given my character personality, which is missing in most of these protagonists. After a quick check to make sure I have all my things, I head downstairs. Like, I can't insert myself into the life of some boring asshole, you know? Gotta be interesting. I soon arrive in the kitchen, eager to begin my day. Waking up successfully at this hour feels kind of like a big accomplishment. For a teenager, probably. I don't know what time of day it is, though. Nikki stifles a yawn as she sets down a plate of eggs and toast. Suddenly I don't feel so accomplished. Did you make one for me, too? She blinks in surprise and takes a moment for her to respond.
As a matter of fact, I did.
Oh, nice. She grins and places another plate down on the table, that she pulled out from behind her back, which I don't know where the fuck she was keeping that, but hey, whatever.
Look at you, big bro. Waking up bright and early.
Bright and early.
You're taking starting over to the next level.
Ovs. Hey, I mean, I try. Where's Uncle Kato?
He already left for work, so we'll have to lock up when we leave.
Yeah, no worries. I nod and she sidles over to me, wearing a playful look. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. I need to go get something to drink. And I'm back. I got my nice glass of water. Clink, clink. I'm not sure if you heard that, but that was me knocking with my fingernail. And yeah, I'm all saddled up. I'm all ready to go. So, that's where the word came from, apparently. I nod, she sidles over to me, wearing a playful look. Also, the video was paused the whole time. She blinks, like, regularly. So, she's just been staring at me this whole time. In a red shirt and plaid skirt, she does look a little twirl. She does a little twirl and looks expectantly at me.
So?
He was gonna make my job hard. Why? That's weird. What do you mean by so? I stare blankly at her. So what? She rolls her eyes, but her voice is sickly sweet.
Don't you notice anything different about me today?
You're wearing a uniform. Should you get a haircut? No. Dyed her hair? No. New style? Maybe. Not sure. Should I go with that? Tap, tap, tap. Nikki taps her foot, her smile faltering. I need to say something soon. I like what you did with your hair?
No.
Shoot, okay. What about her eyes? Colored contacts? No, I think those are the same colors last time. Then again, it has actually been a day for me, so... Ah! It's a ridiculous clothes! Wow, how rude. Eyes widen. She kind of looks like she got the wind knocked out of her. I'm right, aren't I?
Ridiculous? Oh my god. Do I look just awful?
No, of course not. I mean, it's a weird choice, but if you're going for the not-to-school-girl look, you've got that down.
A weird choice? This is my uniform, you jerk. I didn't choose to wear this.
Hey, it's not my choice either, okay? I only had 3 options, and the other 2 felt weird. Okay, that explains a lot. Uniforms, like what I'm wearing now. Except, not at all. Suddenly, my uniform doesn't seem that too bad. Haha, did I say ridiculous? I meant great. You look good. I'm not lying.
Ugh, forget it. Finish your cold toast. We're going to be late.
We finish our meal in silence, with Nikki occasionally shooting hurried glances my way. I said the wrong thing. I wolf down my food and gather my stuff. And then meet Nikki by the door.
How are you going to get to the academy?
I'm just going to fly my motorcycle, obviously. I fly a fucking motorcycle? Right?
Oh, you don't need a permit then? I remember you were worrying about that.
Permit? I completely forgot! Shit! I'll need a parking permit for my bike, but they should have visitor parking, which I could use if I can find a spot. So what should I do? Should I take my motorcycle anyway and hope for the best, or should I take the bus today and take my bike once I've gotten my permit? I'm gonna be fucking baller. Okay, let's just say. I'm sure it'll be fine if I take my bike. There must be at least some form of parking that doesn't require a permit. Yeah, I'll take my bike.
Oh, right, of course. I forgot how much you cried when it was taken for shipping.
I cry all the time. My bike is my life. Very funny. Now I might not offer you a ride.
Even if you did, I'd still have to pass. I need to figure out how to navigate around Isokaze sometime, right?
Well, you can do that on the back of a bike. What the fuck? Really? Being seen on the bike like mine would automatically make you the most popular girl in school. You sure you want to pass up such a great opportunity?
Please. Have you met me? With my winsome smile and ample charm, I won't need your bike to be popular.
I didn't read that as the word charm the first time by. Whatever you say. Mickey heads towards the bus stop and waves goodbye.
Good luck on your first day.
Good luck on your first day. You too. No, you have good luck. After parting with Nikki, I make my way to the garage. I can't believe I even considered the bus a possibility when my baby is waiting here for me. My heart pounds in anticipation as the garage door crawls open and bathes my pride and joy in a halo of soft light. The way the sun sparkles off the polished metal nearly brings tears to my eyes. I tenderly No, I'm sticking with this. I tenderly caress the bike's smooth curves. We've been apart for so long, but now we're finally reunited. I'll never leave you again, I promise. Hop! Vaulting from the back of the bike, I drop into its seat with a soft thud. Still as comfy as ever. My hands settle on the handles. As I go through the nuances of preparation, I get the feeling I'm forgetting something important. Something that'll protect my brain from becoming pavement pizza. My glasses! Helmets are a good accessory. Helmets are... Fucking no, are you kidding? Maybe on a bicycle. Fucking not on a motorcycle. Helmets are a good accessory. Ladies always know a badass based on the bike alone, but a helmet covering my face adds a flavor of sexy is what I read that as, which chicks dig. They'll want to know who's that sexy guy on that sexy bike. They'll say in that weird voice. When I take my helmet off and flash them my winning smile, flicking my hair, just like, phew. Maybe it's Maybelline. The only thing I'll need to worry about is catching them as they swoon. As the helmet slips off my head, my vision momentarily darkens. Then the HUD illuminates my visor with a digital scrolling text and numbers, showing more information and applications than I need. I remember reading about original helmets, which did nothing more than protect your head. I can't even imagine using such primitive technology. Now, even though a standard helmet includes a GPS, as well as speed monitors and music players, I didn't know you were somebody who reminisced on old technology. Are you also going to reminisce on what old motorcycles were like, or what old computers were like? Seems just like a reason to point out that it is the future. I turn the keys in the ignition. The roar of the mortar sends a shiver down my spine, and projectile explosives at my enemies. Perfect. I rev the bike several times, enjoying the sound before driving into the street. Look at all these backgrounds. This is the life. Nothing beats the thrill of the open road, and a map of where I'm going. Oh, baller! We get to fucking see the bike! Oh, damn this guy. Baller. He's a badass with the plaid class. I don't know. Badass with the badass from upper class. There we go. Take full advantage of my helmet's capabilities. At a glance, I can see how fast my vehicle is going, and how fast the vehicles surrounding me are going. That's pretty awesome, to be honest. There's even a feature that will alert me if I'm in danger of being hit. Dude, that sounds pretty sweet. I want that in real life. The speakers are embedded on the inside of my helmet, right next to my ears, providing optimal acoustics for music. Should I turn on my music? Hang on. What am I listening to? Carly Rae Jepsen. Some might argue that it's a safety issue, but I have the sense to keep the volume low. I just need a little tunes to get me through the day. Traffic is in my favor and I make good progress. I thought it was going to be yellow. I don't know why, but that's what I thought. But if it's white, it matches, whatever. Stoplight ahead of me is green. Perfect. Hopefully it stays that way long enough for me to pass. Stay green, stay green. No, yellow! I'm actually not that far away. It'll be a close call, but I'm pretty sure I can still make it. Tighten my grip and handles, and then hit the brakes. It was just... Oh, shit! Oh, God! I didn't know it was timed! That's what I was going to pick anyway, but... As they sauntered past me, I realized I was reading in my head. I drum my fingers, mildly impatient. Before long, the students have all crossed and the light reverts to green. Ooh, sweet. Go to G4. G4! Because there's no 5s anywhere. Fuck. After a fairly short trip, I arrive at the academy and search for a parking spot. Every spot in the vast parking lot is taken by some form of vehicle. All of the motorcycles. Oh god, what just happened to my... Apparently everyone else drove in today too. Seriously, it seems like there's a vehicle here for every student. Just ready to give up when I see it. A single free spot. I wave a giddy emotion threatens to burst out of me. I can practically see a holy ray of light shining down on it, accompanied by an angelic choir. Stop noticing and park there. I'm ready for the next timed choice. I wheel my bike closer, then freeze at the front of the spot staked into the ground as a sign that states reserved parking for pass holders only. Of course, just my luck. With a groan, I start pulling my bike back. Guess I'd better... Wait, hold on. I'm entering the parking lot again. I'm completely devoid of life, which means... the spot still isn't mine. There are no witnesses. No, but they'll notice the bike when I'm gone. It's not like I made it, haha. No, they have records for this shit, and especially in the future where everything's digital. No, what you gotta do is you gotta physically move somebody else's bike into the reserve spot and put yours into theirs. They get in trouble, you're fine. Spot isn't mine. Still not my spot to take. I'll find parking off-site. Lonely signs, I drive my bike past the rows of reserve spaces. After what seems like an eternity, I finally find an empty, unmarked spot. I pull in, hop off the bike, and glance back the way I came. Oh, my heart sinks at how small the ground buildings on campus look. It's not going to be a fun walk back. With no other option, I begin my long trek back to campus and make it back just in time to find my class, remembering to get a pass next time. Pull up the map of the campus on my phone. Luckily, the routes are easy to follow, and I'm soon standing before the auditorium. Thank God for technology. I'm in a similar boat, but this is not an auditorium. I take a deep breath, steeling my nerves, and firmly push open the doors to the auditorium, opening them wide, drawing attention to myself. After a quick scan of the room, I select a seat near the back. I can tell this is a first-year introductory class based on how spread out the students are and how quiet the room is. I hate that I have to take intro classes again. Some of my electives from CINY did not encompass the full scope of course material, whatever that means. A hush blankets the auditorium as a man strides in front of the room.
Good morning. This is Piloting 101.
Forgot about the voicing.
Where you're supposed to be?
The professor waits patiently as a handful of students shuffle towards the nearest exit. I yawn and watch them leave with disinterest. He drags a web page from his tablet onto the screen behind him. It's a face of me. It's my face.
This is the class web link. Consider this portal as your lifeline for the course. You will find all your assignments and readings here, as well as your current grade in the course. You can find my contact information in the tab marked Contact. My office hours are listed, so please do not hesitate to stop by.
So there's a leaderboard for this class. Nice.
And I appreciate visitors.
The comment got a couple of weak chuckles from the room. Memorize the information. He is thorough. This is marked green. I feel like I should do this. I automatically store the information into my memory. Just like Unplug some stuff, plug that information in. It's good. We're good.
Now that we've gotten all the boring stuff out the way, I'm sure you're all eager to learn more about the qualifier exams on Friday.
Uh-huh. The class visibly perks up.
The qualifier exam will not only register you as an active pilot, but will also provide you with your team ranking. I'm sure you've already picked out your teams by now,
Nope.
but I'd still like to remind you all that each team must have a minimum of 4 people in order to qualify.
A hand shoots up from the middle of the room.
Yes?
Are you sure exams are this Friday? That only gives us 2 days to find a team.
Soft snickers fill the room. The student visibly shrinks from all the eyes now focused on him.
The majority of students who began their first year here at Ace Academy are aware of the timeline for the qualifier exams and use their summers to form a team and prepare. In the past, we had extended the preparation time before the exam, but found that the majority of students did not need nor want the extra days, so we adjusted our schedules accordingly.
That's fair.
But what about those of us who didn't know about the qualifier ahead of time?
Is this
What do we
Carrie
do?
Shawwood?
I suggest you get to work finding yourself a team.
From Rooster Teeth.
Any other questions?
The student scowls but shakes his head.
Good. The qualifier exam will pit your team's starting 4 against 4 AI gears. You would then be assigned a ranking
That was a
based
weird
upon your
pause.
overall performance relative to the other teams. Don't worry if you can't defeat all the AI gears. They are programmed to be extremely difficult to beat. Please ensure your gear is in pristine condition for battle. All exams are demonstrated live instead of in a simulator to most accurately gauge ability. Any questions?
He is answered with silence.
Let's get started then.
Oh, music note. He enjoyed that silence. Just like, nah, nobody's curious.
Please check the web link for your assignment and have them complete for the next class. Welcome to Ace Academy. I hope you all have a great rest of the day.
Of course, thank you. A thunder of chairs scrape along the floor as students file out of the class. Those who remain chat animatedly in small groups. Yawning, I wait for the crowd in front of the door to thin before making my way out of the room. Once I'm by the door, a snippet of nearby conversation catches my attention.
Hey, did you see what they brought into the hangar today?
Yeah, that ancient-looking thing? I'll be amazed if it still works. Where the hell do you even find something like that? I bet they fished it out of the ocean.
Students laugh loudly. I have a sinking feeling I know what they're talking about. As I hurry out of the classroom, I check my phone, and I'm excited to see an email notification. I eagerly read the email. It's just a note letting me know my gear has been registered and now have access to the hangar. With that, well, that certainly makes things easy for me. At CINY, I spent days going through the registration process. We had to submit all the paperwork ourselves, and of course, nobody in the administrative office was ever helpful. Well, satisfied, I put my phone away and make my way to the hangar. I bring up the map on my phone and touch the hangar. The map on phone, touch hangar. Not on the map, but just the actual hangar. I'm already there. Which lights up. Soon pulsating lights dot the path from my current location to the hangar. That's pretty fucking handy. Not that I personally need it. I actually, like, not to boast, but I do actually have a genuinely good sense of direction. But, you know, that's still handy, because then you don't need to use your natural sense of direction. You just sort of follow the dots. That's awesome. I wonder if they also display on the ground because of your visor. That'd be sweet. It's a bit of a trek away from the heart of the campus, but I make good time. I scan my ID and walk in. Ooh. I follow a long hallway, which leads into a grand space filled with towering gears. Every one of them is sleek, refined, and updated with the latest model of accessories and weapons. They weren't kidding when they said Japan was the leader in mecha tekka. That's not what I meant, but there we go. I walk past several rows of gears until I spot mine. I am reunited with Eagle. They fucking went full out with the backgrounds and animation and shit for this game. I'm so happy they did. It's so worth it. A crowd of students surround it. They speak in hushed tones, but break into snickers when they notice me. I push my way towards them, but they disperse before I even reach them. Most are trying to hide their laughter and failing miserably. It's a fucking giant walking robot. I give my gear a detailed inspection to make sure it didn't suffer any dings or damages during transit. so far so good. My gear may be a bit bulkier than others, but it's in great working condition, which ultimately is what matters. The colors are still bright too. I wonder if they polished it for me, or if it's always looked this good. But that'll have to be it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I, of course, am Keywii. You've been great to you and yourself a delightful day. Goodbye!